So hello, we're on our way to Oban, and I thought I'd film it because it's such a beautiful area.
And you're not driving for once.
And I'm not driving for once. And guess who I've got here?
Hello.
Steve. Say hello, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Right, so...
My turn to drive.
It's Steve's turn to drive. I've just literally finished work. So we're going to go and have a drive into Oban to get some shopping. And I just thought I'd show you what it's like here. So, you love it here, don't you, Steve?
It's absolutely gorgeous. A little bit hazy tonight, but if you look over on the left, you can probably pick out that there's kind of like mountains, etc.
You can't really see the mountains at the minute. It's very hazy today.
You might be able to see.
It's all that spraying.
That's Ben Cruken over there, just over 3,000 feet, something like about 3,200 or so.
Ben Cruken. Yeah.
That's where the power station's in the mountain there.
Yeah.
They pump the water up. Hydro power station. So
yeah. We're just coming up to on the right. We're just coming up to where the airport is in a minute. So it's only a small airport, isn't it?
Very small.
It's a very small airport, and it's a private one.
They do have the Hercules coming to kind of practice land there.
Yeah, they do.
It almost touches down and takes off again.
Yeah.
So it really looks like it could land there.
Yeah, the Hercules is military, and it's not supposed to come here because it's supposed to be a little private airport for like private pilots, and they also do like an air taxi.
Well, they do some commercial stuff, don't they? They do the planes for the islands. Islands.
Yeah, that's like
sort of like the Outer Hebrides, like Sabara, Isla.
But that's like a taxi though. But the Hercules coming over is very concerning to me because they started doing that during that time.
It brushes the tops of trees just above us on site.
Yeah, it comes down really low. Now what I got told is that you only have to worry if they land, because the Hercules would kill the runway and chew it all up. So they will only land if they mean to land. So every time I see them, I get a bit of anxiety. And it's funny because you're like me with war stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't see it as being heroic and stuff. I actually scared
it's
of...
It's absolutely ridiculous that people are kind of pushed into fighting and killing people that have done nothing to them.
Yeah.
You know, just because you've got two governments saying that this is what we should do. No, sorry,
don't swear.
I nearly
but yeah.
But they can go both.
Like, yeah. So if I see anything military going on around here, I don't like it, and it does give me anxiety because I always think what they're up to and what's going to happen next. So I don't like all that. Oh, we've just missed the red light there.
No, we missed the green light.
Mr. Green Light.
just going over the Connel Bridge.
But this is my favourite bridge, right? Do you love this bridge?
Yeah, it is. It's quite an achievement in its day, really, because it's been up. I don't know how long it's been up. Has it been up somewhere around about 100 years or so?
Yeah,
or 80 years or so?
Because this bridge,
in construction.
This bridge was for trains, because this road we've just been on was, well, I think that road was for trains, wasn't it?
Well, it was mostly the railway line, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because the railway line goes along through here up to Fort William.
Yeah.
Originally. But if you needed to come across and onto the road, over from Connel to North Connel, there was a ferry that came across there, which was the Connel ferry.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And you can see the slipway over this side.
I wondered what that was.
So I'll show you where it is.
See, 5 years I've been here and I didn't know that.
Oh, right, yeah. That's because you don't go in pub.
Yeah, I don't go to a
big load of info there about it.
But yeah, the track the cycle track is the old railway track, so it goes from Oban to Fort William. But
misses slightly, like from Connel to Dunbeg.
Yeah.
There's probably about 3 mile there. If you're cycling it, it's a narrow road.
Yeah.
And you're 60 mile an hour traffic, so it's be a bit uncomfortable on there.
Yeah.
You do get some cyclists persist on cycling it and dangerously at times.
Yeah, why do cyclists go on the road when you've got a cycle track? And this cycle track's a really good one here, isn't it?
It is.
It's off the road.
I think it's just that you've got people that want to cycle at 25, 30 mile an hour, and on the cycle path where you've got kind of people walking, etc., it's too dangerous for them maybe.
So it's funny. So
I
the cyclists don't want to go on the cycle track because people slow them down, but they're happy to go on the road and slow the traffic down.
and risk their lives doing so.
Yeah.
You know, because you're now kind of, well, controversial they can be. Yeah.
Yeah, because they always drive in the middle of the road, don't they, like a car?
They zip across in front of you, and before you know it, they're under your front wheels.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, we won't go down that road.
We're going to film going over this bridge because I just love this bridge.
They've just built a walkway on the outside over to the left-hand side where on the lock side.
Yeah, so you can actually go over that. But this is just absolutely stunning, this place, and I love Oban. And every time you go shopping, you've got to go over this bridge, and I'll just love it.
If you look up to the left, just over to the left, you can see the walkway through the railings there.
Yeah, you can see the walkway to the left there.
The lock there.
You can't really see the sea at this point, I don't think, because it's
no, well, that's.
But the bridge itself has been here a long time, and it's great.
Yeah, and apparently they're going to lower it in the next couple of years.
Lower the bridge?
Well, no, lower the platform.
All right.
Which I think they're just going to take away the existing road surface, and I think lower it by about 12 inches or so. I don't know exactly how much, but I think 12 inches has been spoken about.
That's probably because it's had trucks stuck under it, hasn't it?
Well,
a couple
year
of times.
It's quite a low bridge, really, and there is quite. I think it's only about 12 foot.
Yeah.
12 foot 3 maybe.
But look at this. It's just absolutely beautiful. And when I used to live back home, and used to go to town, it was like, yeah, go to town, it's all right, but every time I go here, I normally go on back roads as well because it's more scenic, and I don't like the big busy roads like this. But look at the houses and everything. It's just beautiful. I absolutely love this place so much.
Stunning views across there over to Mull.
Yeah. It's just a beautiful place, and you've got so much to look at, and there's so much to do as well. But yeah, that sun's really bright in my eyes actually, so I'm going to put that down.
Extremely bright.
Very bright. But yeah, it's been a beautiful day today, and I've been working, but I've got really bad pain in my body now because I'm working too hard.
Don't look at me,
I'm working too hard for this, but Steve's retiring soon, aren't you?
Indeed, yes.
He's retiring.
I'm off on sick at the moment. Sick of working.
He's on sick because he's had an operation on his stomach, and
I'm not meant to do one.
He's not meant to do not, but he's been making breakfast and dinner every day.
Yeah. Simple tasks. But no, I'm not lifting and doing anything strenuous. And I've only just started drives after about 4 weeks. So, yeah, just keeping it light. Yeah, I think come April I'm not going to go back to work, I don't think.
So he's going to leave work and that'll be the end of him, and I've got another 12 years to go. It depends. If I make it big, and you never know, I might end up getting monetised on YouTube. Might end up doing it, and then
you deserve it for what you do.
And then if I end up monetised, and then I'm writing my book about poems. I'm doing a book on poetry, and you just never know. Oh look, there's the marina. I don't know if you can see that down there. No.
You might be able to see a little bit just as we get up here. I'll slow down a little.
But this is where he's going to be coming.
I'm bringing the boat over middle of next month, towards the end, but just after Easter, most likely.
Yeah, after Easter, Steve's coming down here with his yacht and joining the yacht club.
Well, I'm not the yacht club.
all the yachties.
Yeah, well, it's all in spade to spade.
So yeah, it takes Well, I go back road. It takes about half an hour to get to Oban, but it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, that's only because you don't like it's too busy on.
I don't like busy main roads. I just don't. And the last time we came out, I had a anxiety attack as well, and it was horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're a freaking.
He started having one as well because I was.
Yeah, because you were so erratic, and it was like pull over.
It was horrible, and I'm like, oh, I can't do it. So I don't like long stretches of road.
That was nearly a nervous breakdown for me.
So we're nearly at the petrol station, which is.
Oh, this is ridiculous. There's always accidents here.
Accidents happen all the time.
Last minute, and it's greasy road just outside. It's double white lines.
Because you've got to pull out of there into oncoming traffic if you're going this way, and it's a really busy road. And you get a lot of people coming here that don't know the roads, and they're doing 60. And you get somebody pull out there into the traffic, and every year there's an accident here.
There's some quite bad ones as well.
So over there, I don't know if you can see, over there, you're looking over at the hills and stuff, but that is a cycle track that goes from that petrol station, and that goes down to Ganavan Beach in Oban. So it's a beautiful track. But
a nice walk as well.
Yeah, I've been on walk. It's lovely. And we're just coming up to the forest where I lived. I lived in the forest.
The witch in the forest.
This is where I met the fairies. I don't care. Right. It's actually opposite a graveyard as well, a cemetery, right? And it's a bleak woods in there. And nobody goes in it really, apart from a few dog walkers. But yeah, that's where I went to live for 6 weeks in a tent in that flipping forest, and you can look back on my videos and see how miserable I was because it was crap. But I do crazy things. Steve's laughing a bit too much on there. Yeah, I do crazy things, and I don't know why I'm doing it at the time. But they always come. It always comes to light afterwards. So. Sometimes I get led to do something that appears to be nuts, but it always pays off in the end.
Do you want to go for a drive down towards Ganavan?
No, we're just going to shops, and we're just doing the run through. That's all.
All right, just in because that's a nice scenic route, and do it another time.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to fill my channel up with stuff, and I thought I'll show you where I live so you can understand why I fight to be here, because I don't want to go back to the grind, and I don't want to go back to city life or towns.
Why would you?
Just don't like it. Now I'm going to face it this way now, because this is coming down into Oban town.
Is it Balaknabray or something?
What do you mean?
Balaknabray? I don't know. You need to have a speech impediment to pronounce words. Sorry, I don't mean that against. But I just can't pronounce it. No,
it's because it's Gaelic, or is it Gaelic or Garlic?
One of the two.
Yeah.
Gaelic's what you eat.
But yeah, so there's the leisure centre over there. That's where I went to gym for about 6 months, and then got bored and got fat again.
You're not fat?
I'm not fat. Yes, a compliment of Steve. Woohoo! So this is. If this was a brighter day, this would look beautiful coming down here, because it'd all be
it's
dead
quite
blue.
Clear. It's hazy in the distance, but it's still relatively clear.
Yeah. So
Nice.
heading down towards the roundabout that goes into the town, but you can see the sea now over there, and
the island across there is Kerrera.
Yeah, Kerrera's straight across from it.
There's another marina just over there as well, and there's the transit marina just here.
It's a beautiful place, absolutely stunning, and we're coming into town. They've got loads of hotels because it's a very touristy place. And you get
more
people,
B&Bs, aren't there?
Yeah, these are more B&Bs on here, on this road. But you get a lot of Europeans and people from America coming here. And some people come because they're doing the North Coast 500.
Yes, and they tend to call in on this way on the way up.
And they call in here, and sometimes they take
a lot of people
ferry.
kind of start the North Coast 500 over in Inverness and work their way over towards Ullapool that way, but coming up, I think the West Coast has got the most scenic roads. So going up from here up to Fort William, up to the Kyle of Lacalche, and if you want to go over on the Skye, up, and if you're going that way, don't ever miss out on Applecross, because that's absolutely.
I want to do the North Coast 500,
stunning.
And we were going to do it, but me and Steve stop talking to each other for months at a time, so we never do it, do we?
Well, no, we don't. But we do need to do that.
Yeah, I want to do the North Coast 500 and go up to Applecross and all the way up round, because I love the dramatic scenery.
It is absolutely stunning up that way, and you get single tracks for 30-40 miles going up the side of locks, and it's just so scenic and tranquil.
So you've got the ferry over there, the main ferry, and I love the ferries round here because I went to Mull a few times, and it's £11 return for a foot passenger, and you're on it for about 2 hours. So £11 for 2 hours, and you're out in the sea looking at the land around you, and it's beautiful.
Some beautiful views, especially going up the Sound of Mull. It's quite scenic, and I think we kind of filmed some of that with the boat trip over to.
Yeah, on my birthday, if you look back at my birthday treat with Steve, I think it was called a chartered boat ride, and that was on my birthday a couple of years back, and
3 years ago.
3 years ago, gosh.
Last September.
But yeah, this is where we go for fish and chips. No, Steve don't like chips, not fish. He's got this issue about the batter, so
soggy inside.
We're not going into it, Steve, because he gets too carried away with it, and
but it gives you massive indigestion. And it's just not nice. I mean, why don't you?
No, look, I'm going to say this now. We're in Scotland, and there's palm trees, right? You never thought you'd see palm trees in Scotland, would you?
No, well,
West
Coast was quite a lot, really.
When I first came here, I was shocked because I thought, why would you have why has it got a palm tree in Scotland?
In this foreign land.
Yeah, because all you expect here is midges and rain, and
you get your fair share of them as well. Believe me, they don't start biting until towards the end of May, and don't stop until probably August, September. But you know about if you get in the wrong place.
Been looking so far where we are that I ain't been eating alive that much. It's not been like
Not
all
that
the time.
much.
Not that much. But they are annoying. But yeah. So this is coming out of the town centre now, but we're heading towards the supermarkets. But I thought I'd just film it on Wayne, because it's interesting. If you don't live here, it's like looking
it's
at.
It's a nice little place. It's quite, it is a lovely little place.
It's not. Yeah, it's only a small town, and it's funny because they're on about making it a city status, and I thought, how can you make this a city?
Do you not have to have
a cathedral? It's got to be a cathedral, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But why would you make a little town a city anyway? Unless it's a 15-minute city, that's another conspiracy.
There we go.
Right, so we're going to pull up here now, and we're going to say goodbye now, because we're going to go and get some stuff. I'm going to get some salad for tea.
Goodbye now.
And we're going to go now, so say goodbye, Steve.
Goodbye, Steve.